Now let's turn to something else in the news right now so much. When you think of the Surgeon General's office, maybe you think about warnings about smoking back in the early 60s that led to those warning labels we all know on tobacco, or maybe you think about the 1980s when C. Everett Koop wrote to the American people about the AIDS crisis. Well, now the current Surgeon General, Dr. Vivek Murthy, is trying to be a game changer for what he calls the public health crisis of this generation, the abuse of prescription painkillers and other opioids. He is taking the unprecedented step of writing a letter to every single prescriber in the U.S. about the dangers of over-prescribing for pain. It seems to be the very first time that the nation's top doctor has taken a cause directly to his or her medical peers, doctor to doctor. And Surgeon General Vivek Murthy joins me now. Nice to see you again.
Thanks so much, Kate. It's great to be with you.
Let's talk about what you're doing. We have an excerpt from the letter that you're going to be sending to every prescriber in the nation. It'll go out early next month. You write in part, we have the unique power to help end this epidemic. You're on a whirlwind tour. You're in Tennessee today. You're all over the country for the next several weeks. You're planning an editorial. You're really trying to get some attention for this. Why is this so important to you?
Well, this is one of the greatest public health crises of our time, the opioid epidemic. And it hasn't been done before that a Surgeon General has written a letter specifically to healthcare providers, asking them to be part of joining a movement to end a healthcare crisis. But I'm doing it because this crisis is that big, it's that important. And I'm here in Meharry Medical College talking to clinicians today, to doctors and nurses, to pharmacists, and to nurse practitioners. And we've been talking about steps that we can take to overcome this epidemic, including changing how clinicians prescribe, including training more clinicians to identify and provide treatment for addiction. And we've been talking about how to change the stigma around addiction so that more people can come forward and seek help.